right there. That's where it confirms it's closed. An accumulation candle that's closing over top of trend. Notice how you don't have that here, 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 here. See how this is the bottom side of the candle right here and why it doesn't move up? This is not an accumulation candle, right? So these can't confirm a move here. Neither can this because it's a distribution candle. So you have to have an accumulation candle that closes above the level. Can't close the level. Can it close a level the next day? Yes, it can close a level the next day. So now on REN, we are looking to long-term uptrend. Now, this is a very, very minimal outlook. I've drawn one trend line just to illustrate where a trend will break. And point being is that right here, the move up can't happen, right? You're still being compressed against trends on other time frames. You're still rejecting inverse levels and so forth, all that stuff that we can ascertain. Here, we can. But again, this has completed its goal, right? This has probably completed its back attack of the 4-hour valley that it needed to. So this valley right here, it has completed this. So we are not sitting here saying that, oh, the daily close today, we're about to pump even more. Like that would have to be a pretty extreme move to do that. But what we can do is we can find the moment that this closes to see where it moves, right? So when you look at things that are closing, testing, all these different things, it's the bottom side of the candle that has to. And what's another one that moved up? Let's do a couple coins that have moved up here. XVG, sure. XVG is up today. Kind of nice that XVG is up. Apparently I already have the trend, so we won't need to redraw it. This is that situation I talked about how you come and you test something and you test something and then you bounce over top of it, right? Not until that bottom side of that candle is closed can this move actually go up, right? So this candle right here, not until that happens can this go up. And I would even argue to say that this probably happened on an even smaller time frame. Yep. Possibly shorter. Might not be, but possible. Nope, it just moves up in one fell swoop. Then let's look at what else is going on right now with this. So you'd have local trend here fractally to here, right? Same thing that happens. This would be green. Don't disregard the color. Well, okay, we'll just turn it green. This would be green. It's that same thing where the move can't happen until the bottom side of the candle closes. So this clears up a lot of questions that people have about how do I know when something is closing? How do I know? And this is that, like you just go back to the very first videos of something has to test, come above, and bounce off, because this right here is closing the bottom side of a candle. That's what it's doing. It's doing that on a larger time frame. See? All it's doing is closing it on a larger time frame to fuel the move up. So often, you could go through this move the entire way, and you could go through this here, and you would say, okay, well, where does the bottom side of a candle close? So often, people ask, like, why can't these wicks, like, what does this mean? What does it mean when something or it's closing, right? Like, that's not closing. This is something where people get confused and they enter the trade, and that's not closing. See how it never closes the bottom side over trend? This is the same thing that happens to a lot of people in all time frames. And then this would simply adapt out to the next swing once that fails. So then that's how you adapt trend as well. That once this fails, right? Once this has tried to close and fail, you adapt it to the next swing. Right there. And you can see where the trend is created. So let's do that again real quick, because this is something that's very important, how to adapt trends properly. This is something where a lot of people would have bought because they thought that this move was breaking out, but they didn't see the larger piece that, hey, we're not back attacking a valley. We're actually hitting an inverse level. Technically, this is a micro inverse level, 134. We already know that if we don't touch 135, that's it. The move is over. Like even if the inverse is 134, we have to hit the leg, right? So you notice how this candle doesn't close here above in accumulation. The move goes down. So this is something where people would try to be buying. This is the same thing I saw happen on Holotech since it came on Binance, all the way from its high down to 10 sats. This is something I was constantly viewing and watching. And then, for those of you who were who were in the community way back in the day, when I told people to buy Holotech at 8 sats before its big move up or whatever, I kind of decryptively put it in chat. I put like HOT with a bomb in the middle of HOT. I put H bomb T as like kind of like a little secret kind of, because I don't like doing callouts, because I like educating. I don't like doing callouts, but so Holotech had hit a hold level, was holding this level and was about to close over top. One sat push up would have closed it over top for the first time after hitting a hold level that was actually holding over time. So it was kind of like, it's very obvious that this is going to move up. And if we look at BTT, when it first moved up, I bet you it did the same thing. And we're going to. And so you can see where the bottom side of the candle, right? If we, again, we haven't adapted this because we did fail this right here. So now we have to adapt this out to here, right? It would be this candle here. You can't actually get this move until the bottom side closes. You see how the bottom side never closes? Like, this isn't a close, and the move goes down. But people would be buying this trend break and saying, okay, well, and there's a balance, right? There's a balance of most relevant hold level. In this case, I would say probably the valley right here, which is already tested. So you might even come back down to this right here, which would be a 15-minute valley right there. Right there. That's confirmation right there. This is going to come back up and either test the valley or fall short at the inverse. And it does, see? Because the bottom side closed. So this candle here can set up the next candle to have move succession. So this candle here, technically, this candle can set up the next candle for move succession. But until that next candle closes, until this happens, this is not confirming a trend break. And this moment, when this candle closes, and this is why things happen at a very specific time, 5:58 to 6 o'clock, which is the daily close, there's very specific events that happen at very specific times in the market. We've all seen it. We've all seen like 58, 59, all of a sudden a big order gets put, or right at the end of a weekly chart, or right at the beginning of a daily chart, because this candle will set up this part of the move. So like, people are very strategic, right? Like, this is how it is. People are very strategic. And then this back attacks this valley, fills this one. So now you'd be here. Notice backside of the candle closing, right? That's setting up the larger move on the break of the move. So let's go to hot. Oh, actually, let's go to BTT because we looked at that. Right? You're on a 1 hour time frame right now. Swing to swing on a low sat coin, right? Doesn't break there. Right? Hold level gets hit back here. Now, this was a 5-minute hold level that was hit. And you can see that when the bottom side confirms, when you're over top of trend, when the bottom side is over top of trend, you can confirm the move up, the larger move up, right? So then you have this here, which gives you your swing right here, right? Your first swing to break out of this. When that bottom side confirms, that's when this can move up. Right? So you're going to have something like this, right? Swing to swing fractally. So you could break this down to 15-minute charts or whatever to find this. We can't right now, I don't think. Well, maybe we can. Down to the minute. Swing to swing on the hourly, the 15-minute confirms, and this move is gone. That's it. That's the last time that you were able to buy at this price. You could have got filled here on like a little 1 sat order, but you can see how precise it gets. There is an exact timing that these things happen. Like, it can be down to the minute. Especially these low sat coins follow this religiously. All coins will follow this, but low sat coins, you can see it to the second. Like, you can see right down to the minute where it happens. When this can confirm the next candle to close above, the move is gone. And then we all know the story of BTT. Everybody knows the story of BTT and how much it moved up after that. But that is the importance of knowing how to close a candle properly. Is the bottom side of a candle, which you can see is like, it's not halfway through some random flow point. This is what happens every single time. When the bottom side of a candle confirms, that is when something will move up. Like, that's how you confirm a move.
Hey everyone, how's it going? As you know, I'm now giving out some of this content for free that I was otherwise charging for the past little while. Um, yeah, drop a donation, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon. You'll get access to Discord. Great way. Lots of top level traders in there, people who are doing this for a career every single day. So go to Patreon, join a tier, get access to Discord. Go on Reddit, talk about future of trading, talk about the science of trading, talk about cotton candy, socials, everything you can. Let's help this thing grow. It's the way you guys can thank me for giving out this content for free that I was otherwise charging money for. So um, I'll leave a Bitcoin address on the screen. I'll leave the Patreon address on the screen. Just do something to help out. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.